I've never actually streamed on YouTube. So a few days ago, Lovable decided to launch them. If you guys aren't following, go give a follow. If you guys want content, I've done 140 videos on YouTube teaching everything you could possibly imagine. Let's see, view your channel. Oh, it is working. Oh, crazy. Oh, I didn't even know it was possible. All right. Hold on, let me change this. That was easy. Might as well try. How do I change this thumbnail though? So I've never actually done this, guys, so bear with me. Where's the glasses, my dude? Oh, you're right. Good call. Hold on, give you a second. I love it. It's so funny the things we forget. The most important part. Okay, let me just add the link in there really quick. Okay, let's see. So the glasses, of course they're right here. My guy. Bam. We in the game. The double deckers. Now we're truly vibe coding. The only problem is you guys know I can't see, so we're gonna go double deckers. Okay, let me make sure this is working now. Okay, let's see how this works. All right, perfect. So YouTube works. I like it. So that works. Let's close that. Let's close that. And ooh, it's still cooking up. So this is definitely going to be a good build so far. Dropping in to say hi, broski. What's up, Nick? Nice to see you, man. What's going on? Just having a little fun doing some vibe coding. Got my new wall. I have to got my new office set up here. So it's been fun. Cooking it up. That's right. Exactly. Ask Lovable to change your thumbnail. Not sure what you mean. Wow, this thing is still spinning up a preview. Lovable's gotten so crazy that it's gotten so advanced now. It just works. This is definitely longer than I expected. Like the wood background, sophisticated in style. Oh, there you go. That's what we're trying to do here. That's what we're trying to do here. Probably should have combed my hair before we started this stream. Yeah, so as I mentioned, guys, our AI community is free today for 24 hours only. That's why I'm jumping on the live stream. So don't miss your chance to get it in for free. Oh, I think we got something. I think we got something. Let's see. Woo-hoo-hoo, let's go. All right, let's take a look. Let's find your next delicious adventure. Food roulette. What are you craving? Look at all the animations. I didn't even give it any of this. And then we got our spin the wheel. Once you create in Lovable, can you host somewhere else? Yeah, absolutely. You can host wherever you want. At least you have hair to comb. That's good stuff. New here. What's up, Avi? Welcome, welcome. We're vibe coding, creating some cool products. So right now we're doing this food roulette application where you get to select food and then how far from you, and then we're going to randomly select it. So let's give this a shot. So I'm definitely in a Chinese vibe. And then let's go walking 1 mile distance. And then spin the wheel, baby. Okay, let's see. There it is. Your lucky pick, Golden Dragon, Chinese restaurant. And then we can click in and then look at that. Oh man, it's getting too easy. It's getting too damn easy, guys. Look how amazing this looks. Obviously, this is dummy data. We're going to pull in live data from Google. But yeah, this is crazy. Directions, call restaurant, order online. Back to results. And then spin again. So the one thing I noticed is we don't have a visual. So we need to give Lovable the visual for... Can you create actual visual of the roulette spinning with all the different sections, different colors, with animation? Okay. Once you create a Lovable, yes, you could. Free AI money. What's up, man? What's up? Welcome, welcome. All right, let's see. So we're gonna get a proper wheel here. And then I'm also gonna do, what are you craving? Let's do a big button that says surprise me. That'll be the next thing we're gonna add. Can you guys hear that music? Can you guys hear the music? Shema! My cousin just popped in from Poland. Okay, cool. We're making some applications. Ooh, look at that. All right, so we got our wheel now. Let's spin it again. Not really great, so we'll fix that. But we have our... And we have current location. All right, so we'll leave the roulette table or roulette wheel for now. Let's do add a button in the what are you craving section that says surprise me. And when the button is used, pick a random place based on my location. Okay. How you add a real business. We're going to do that. You guys can hear the music? Perfect. And it's not too loud? It sounds good? Yeah, so the way we're going to add live data is once we have everything built, then we're going to connect the Google Maps API, which I'll show you guys. All right, there we go. So now we got a big surprise me button. So we're going to select that. It's going to update the main index. Let me check in on this YouTube stream. If it's actually working still. It is working. Okay, perfect. Yeah, these lives are fun. I'm definitely, music brings the vibe. Okay, perfect. Ooh, there we go. Okay, we got something here. Now we got a roulette table or roulette wheel. So it's still going. And as I mentioned, while this is cooking up right here, for the next 24 hours, guys, our community is open for free as a free trial. You guys could come in here. You guys could start vibe coding. This is the first time we've ever done this deal. It is only for 24 hours. And it is a new feature by school. And in here, inside our classroom, we have everything you would need to actually build a full production ready application from idea, vibe coding, and then actually launching it. We also do weekly calls with our members. People are in here actually launching. This isn't some theory. Look at this. My site is live literally 1 day ago. Somebody else just launched one of their businesses. This is a full site. Let me show you a couple other ones right here. We've had so many. Look at this. I just shipped my app called Profit Tracker, Project Profit Tracker. Full-blown SaaS business with payment. This is the type of stuff that people are actually building inside of the community. Look at this. We got Cover Builder. Yeah, it's been fun watching people actually build. Look at this. Close to launching and would appreciate feedback. Called Tracky. AI-powered goals tracking system. Beautiful. So this is the type of stuff you're going to get inside the membership. And right now, like I said, it's all for free for you guys. So you guys could go try it. But more importantly, how's our wheel doing? Surprise me feature's done. Let's see if it finished. Now you can either pick a specific cuisine or hit surprise me. Okay, so we're going to go Italian, Mexican, but then hit surprise me. Oh, there it is. And hit the spinner. So it goes very short. So we need to extend the, and then here are the places. Your surprise pick, Bean There Cafe. Oh, I think we can actually click on that. All right, let's try it. Tony's Pizza. I like it. So now we need to extend the roulette. Extend the roulette animation to 4 seconds. Okay. School app, AI builders. Yep. Best community on the internet. Ah, man, I really appreciate that. Yeah, all the links are in my profile, guys, if you guys want it. Yeah, it's been really fun. And we're just starting. We're going to have so much more stuff in the community. We're going to have much more training. We're going to be doing mobile applications. We have podcasts, a bunch of people coming on, all kinds of thought leaders in the industry. Sabrina was just on. We just had her do an interview. All right, roulette component. So we've extended it to 4 seconds. Now let's do it again. Surprise me. Okay, it doesn't look like it did it. The timing is 4 seconds, but the wheel is not spinning for 4 seconds. Make sure the length is matched with the spinning animation. There it is. Yeah, thanks, Nick. Yeah, you're for sure, man. I'd love to have you on too, Nick. Talk about your business. It'd be great. Yeah, my whole idea is just to bring as many people in to share their stories. There's so many incredible creators, founders, entrepreneurs that have AI businesses, and everybody's in here, you know, just vibing. That's the whole idea. All right, we got our first error. But here's the best thing about Lovable. So see how there's an error? But it already said, I see there's an error. Let me just fix it. Let's find your next delicious adventure. So one other thing I want to do is I want to have categories for the different types of people. So vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, and normal people. What is vibe coding? Vibe coding is this, is me sitting here using natural language to actually create software with 0 lines of code. You could just talk to these AI systems. Like as you're coming in and looking at this, we just created this in a matter of minutes. And it is a full website already. Fix roulette animation timing. Okay, let's close that. All right, let's try it. Surprise me. Look at that, guys. See? 2 prompts. Oh, look at that perfect animation. And now we have our display. Love it. Very cool. All right, what should we add? Can you teach us how to connect a Rourke backend? I sure can. So yeah, so that's actually all inside our community. I'm working on all of the mobile application front end, back end. So if you go in there, we're going to be teaching that. You're amazing. Love your content. You can make guides how to connect back end. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, you don't have to spam that. I got you. Okay, so what else should we add? We have distance. Oh, I was going to say the food preferences. Next, I want to add a section for food preferences. Meat eaters, vegetarians, vegans, pescatarians. Okay. Yeah, I've been really vibing out with these psychedelic rock. Let me actually put on my favorite one. You guys could check it out. I think this is such a, it's called psychedelic space dust. If you guys want to check it out. This is such a freaking vibe. All right, let me see. What's your gear setup? Camera, microphone. So the microphone is this guy right here, which is the blue microphone. And then my camera is, I can't remember what the name of this thing is, but so what's for dinner exactly? How does Lovable compare to GenSpark in accuracy? I mean, GenSpark, I haven't really spent too much time on it, so I wouldn't even be able to tell you. Okay, here we go. So now we got dietary preference. You guys can see right here. So we got all diets, meat eaters, pescatarians. Oh, is it actually pescatarians? I thought it was pescatarians. So I've been saying that wrong my whole life. And then we got vegetarian and vegans. All right, I like it. So here's a great feature also that Lovable launched. If I click on edit, you can now select different sections. You see that? So I can go in and say make font size smaller. And I could just hit enter if I wanted to. Or I could just click that and then, oh, we got somebody else that just joined. Welcome, welcome. So make font smaller. So this was actually something that they launched recently. So you could make micro changes and not blow up a bunch of your credits. How many subscriptions one need to deploy a complete project like your website Zello? So Zello is actually one-stop shop. All you need is the platform. Yeah, so what he's talking about is our hotel booking business. So we have a website called Zello.com. It's basically a full vibe-coded platform, just like Booking.com, all the rest of them. We have everything in here, over 2 million places worldwide that you could actually go in and book. And this was all vibe-coded using a platform called Light API. This makes money every single day. And this is something you guys could set up so easily. And again, all those are inside my bio if you guys want to check it out. This is the time we're living in. That business was set up in a span of 4 hours from start to finish. So I bought the domain. I signed up for Light API, which is free. I connected everything. Then I spent about 3 hours vibe coding my front end. Back end is all set up for you. I launched it. And then we've just been marketing over the past couple years, or a couple months. And the first months was nothing. And then we've had a huge spike. And we've done over 10,000 in sales on that business. So you will recommend Lovable every time for web apps. I think Lovable is the most user-friendly, beginner-friendly tool. But now they've advanced it so much that you can really build anything. And that's why I focus on Lovable. You can always use other platforms. But why not go with the best, the biggest, the most popular one, especially since they just raised $200 million. So now you have a proven tool that works with $200 million. Think about that from a business perspective. They're going to make all the right moves. And that's why I like it. Okay, so let's go back to our platform. So what do we got here? We got Surprise Me. Let's go Italian. Okay, hold on. Let me hit refresh. Is it paid for? What's up, head YouTube? This is the best vibe coding tool. So what's for dinner? Let's see. All right, so let's go Italian. I think my computer is getting choked up with all these streams. Oh, wow. You guys are going crazy. We have 342 members. So I think we've had 20 people already jump in on our offer. Okay, meat eaters. Let's go 3 miles and hit spin the wheel. Tony's Pizza Palace. All the details. I like it. Okay. So is there anything else that we need to fix? See these little visual things? I don't worry about any of this stuff. This is all polish. I'm not going to waste time polishing up the design, especially because I'm going to do other stuff. But what do you guys think? So we have, what are you craving? We got the dietary preference. And then how far will you go? The distance. So maybe what we could do is actually, once you select the place, we should just automatically, here, let's do it again. What is the purpose of what you are building? I am making an application to help you find food around you by spinning a roulette. But more importantly, I'm showing you that this is all possible now by using these tools. All right, so we got Tony's Palace. So if I hit get directions, so that's not gonna obviously do anything. So I have a feeling that we should, I think we should just display the results instead of this, because there's only one winner. Yeah. So let's fix that. Once a restaurant is selected, I want you to show me all of the details of the restaurant. Remove the extra step. What's your advice for those with zero marketing skills after you build and launch? That is a great question. And the way we answer it is we literally have a whole part 3 launch curriculum inside of AI Builders. We talk about the difference between personal brand, business brand, picking your battlefield, where you're going to go, the types of content to make, mastering viral content, all of the different examples, building your custom GPTs to help you with scripts, setting up all your socials, how to actually post. I show you step by step every single piece of this. So that's what I recommend. Okay. So now let's go Italian, Pescatarian, 5 miles, spin the wheel. Okay, let's try it again. And just like that, boom, that's what I want. I want the actual winner. I don't want an extra space. But you guys just saw how I did that, right? Super simple. I just said exactly what I wanted. It understands context, especially when you're building it piece by piece instead of this huge whole build. It's going to understand every single step of the way. Can you add security with Lovable? Absolutely. They actually have a whole free security section. Yeah. See right here, review security. It can do it all for you. And then I have prompts that allow you to make sure that it's secure. Possible to use Lovable to create a Vistia-like service so I can sell my coaching courses. Oh, 100%. There's really no limits to what you can build. Okay, so now we have a pretty simple looking platform. Let's see how it looks on mobile. Let's find your next delicious adventure. I like it. Look at that. So clean. So let's go Japanese food. Let's go vegetarian. 1 mile. and hit spin the wheel on mobile. And then beautiful. Look at that. Specialties, Buddha bowls. And right now, this is all dummy content. But this is where the magic is going to happen. This is where you guys, I think the light bulb is going to go off in your head. Is right now we're building what is called the front end. This is your UI and UX, user interaction, user experience, user interface. But now we're going to give it the back end. So how the heck do we actually build out a back end? So we're going to go to Supabase, and we're going to connect Supabase. So right here. So what I first need to do actually is off screen. Let me welcome. Let's see who that is. Alan Peak. What's up, Alan Peak? Welcome to the community. 343 members, guys. We're doing a 24-hour free trial for you to jump in. Okay, so let me go in. And clean up my... Let me clean up my Supabase really quick. But I'm going to show you guys how to actually integrate Supabase. Because this is the big thing that everybody says, oh, I don't know how to set up my back end. I'm going to show you how easy it is to set up your back end. And it's not magic. It's just understanding step by step exactly how to do it. That is the name of the game. Are you showing a Figma make vibe code flow? No, but I do like Figma. Okay, so right now we're gonna set up our Supabase. Also, we're gonna put this on Git. So let's connect Git also. If you guys aren't familiar with confirm transfer to set up two-way sync. Yes. Yeah, so make sure you guys set up Git. Git is extremely important. This way, think of it like Google Drive and Time Machine for your code base. So now it's living on this platform called GitHub, and all the changes are saved. And remember, memory's there. So if something screws up, all we say is, oh, let's just go back and fix what was already, what broke. All right, so Git set up, and then we're gonna do Supabase. I'm just waiting for our Supabase to finish updating off screen here. Let me... Okay, let's try connecting. There we go, connect Supabase. Connect the project. We're gonna create a new project. We're gonna call this, what was it? Grub Roulette. Database password. Make sure you guys have a really good password and save this because you're gonna need it later. Grub Roulette, perfect. And we're gonna go West Coast. Create a new project. And voila, you just created a backend. There's obviously a few other things. You got to tap into AI Builders course. Easiest way to learn this stuff. Appreciate you, Captain. Yeah, this is Lovable. We're using Lovable and we're using Supabase for our backend. So hit refresh. Make sure this is connected now. And what happened? Oh, right here. There it is. And now we have our project connected to a backend. And look what it says right here. I didn't even have to tell it. Your app is now connected to Supabase. You can now work with a fully featured backend and add powerful features to make your app truly functional. User account and logins, store and use real data, add advanced features like edge functions, which we're not going to have to do right now. Right now, it's pretty simple. But the one thing I do want to do is definitely set up a login authentication. So that could be a really easy way to do this. So let me just show you. Yeah, all the complicated things that people always talk about, they're actually a lot more easy than you think if you follow this step by step. Your Stripe API is safe. They have a whole security section. Super easy. Yep. All right, let's see if there's any other questions. I don't want to miss. Let me close some of these windows. Oh yeah, my computer is definitely struggling. I've never actually streamed on 2 platforms before. Is this stream pretty good though? You guys aren't having any issues? Give me a thumbs up or... Nice. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's keep going. So next we're going to set up login authentication. Next, I want to set up login authentication using Supabase with email verification, period. What computer setup do you have? I have a MacBook Pro 17-inch. I think a year and a half. When did I buy this? It might be 2 years now. Let's see. No, older. Oh crap, it's been that long? Oh, okay, I need to go get a new computer. End of 21, so 3 years. Okay, let me see. Okay. All right, still going. What happened here? I've set up the authentication. Let's take a look. So up here is your branch. This is where you're going to go for your navigation. So most likely there's a... Oh, it's asking about profile data. Not really. Let's just keep it simple for now. But if you want to have profiles, people set up their accounts, upload their picture, their name, all that stuff, you can add that in there. But for speed, there's no need to do that. So it's going to set up a basic login so you guys can see. With Lovable and Supabase, this is serverless. Correct. Yeah, so Lovable handles all the app generation layer. So front end logic integrations without you having to spin up any traditional servers for sure. And then Supabase gives you the database, authentication, storage, edge functions, all running in a serverless environment for sure. You don't manage any server scaling, provisionings, any of that stuff. Yeah. You don't touch any of the infrastructure. Unless you want to, of course. You know, you could take it off and set it up that way. Okay, there's our login. Just like that. Look how beautiful that is. The theme is there. Everything works. So now we go to sign up. But the first thing we need to do is we need to actually go in and make sure, if you go into your authentication, and then down here, this is where you have your email. So you're going to click enabled, make sure it's enabled, and then just get rid of that secure email because it's going to be easier. And then you're not going to need to do any weird, you basically be able to use any email. And that's the easiest way to explain it. And then you put it back when you're actually going to production. Okay, let me just see really quick. Right here, we have confirm email. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So then let's go try it. Okay. Check your email for email confirmation. And just so you guys could see, just like that, we've now created a login authentication for our application in a minute. It's obviously not live production, but it works. So now let's go back in here. Now we go to sign in. And then we're going to hit sign in. And there we are. And if you look right here, now we have our sign out button. Voila. There's obviously a lot of things we still need to do, but it works. And you guys could see how quickly we went from a simple idea to actually having a front end that works. We've done some tweaking. We've messed around with the different designs. We have all of the elements. And now the main thing is we need to actually give this live data, because I think that'll be a very powerful step. Oh, thank you for the roses, Bank CEO. I appreciate that. Stream has been great. Okay, perfect. Welcome, welcome. Somebody else just joined. Who do we got? At. Welcome. 344 members, guys. As I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, for the next 24 hours, AI Builders, our private community, has a free trial for 24 hours. You guys could jump in. You guys could start going through, take a peek inside under the hood of everything that we have in here. And people are building. I mean, look at this. We have 592 pages of comments. That's how active this community is. And actually, people are building, not just talking. So every single day we have launches. Look at this new achievement. I just launched my platform. So if you're serious about actually wanting to build some stuff, that's the place to go. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so next what I want to do is, let me have a think. So if we go straight to Google, we could bring in the Google API. We already have our logins. I'm going to build the whole profile database after. Welcome, welcome. Who is that? It's Tim Gardner. That officially makes it 3:45. Thanks for coming in. Hope you enjoy the content and hope you stick around. That's what we're doing, just a little sneak peek. You know, you guys could try it yourself, see if it's something for you. And the main thing about it is the community, because can you get training somewhere else? Of course, there's a million people teaching this stuff. But there isn't a lot of people actually that have a community where we all work together on getting your users. As soon as you build your project, guess what? You now have 345 people who are going to hear about it, and they're going to go try it. And you're going to get members and users and paid customers within our community. That's the real value. Plus collaborating. You know, your next CEO might be sitting inside our community right now. You might just be the idea person. He knows how to vibe code. Somebody else knows how to market, and you put the three pieces together, and next thing you got yourself a business. That's the real power of what we're trying to build here. Vibe coding is one piece of it, a small piece of it. The big piece is the teamwork of everybody working together, and also the power of others helping each other and sharing each other's projects. You know, we teach you the whole step by step process of getting it built, coming up with the good ideas, validating your ideas, and then actually going into the marketplace with a wait list, building in public, organic content, marketing, advertising. We show you the whole thing. Watching YouTube in my TV and TikTok on phone. Haha, nice. Okay, perfect. Oh, that's right. I forgot about YouTube. I totally forgot that I set that up. Okay, so let's continue. So we now have our login authentication, which we checked. And the way you check that is if you go back in here and you go to your authentication, look at that. We got our first user. Just like that. So we don't need to save anything. I definitely need to set up all my tables, but I have a feeling I should do that after we integrate Google, because then it's going to do everything for us. Okay, perfect. So next what I want to do is go in and actually set up Google, because I do want the Google Maps API. I'm just wondering if there's a better API that I could pull in. You know what? Let's just do Rapid. Rapid might be better. I don't want to deal with Google right now. It's going to be a little more complex. So if you guys aren't familiar with Rapid, Rapid API is a place where you get access to the whole world of data. It's a platform that you could go in and use to pull in whatever the heck you want. So if I type in Google, you got Google search, local business data. Actually, you know what? What is a food place that has data on all the restaurants? What is it called? It's not, is it Yelp? Sorry, my brain is, I think it is Yelp, right? Like for food reviews. Yeah, there it is. Yep. What's the other one though? There is, is Yelp the food one? Yeah, it is Yelp. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's subscribe and let's see if we get a free one. Yeah, so we get 100 for free. Okay, perfect. And then all you need to do is you need to just take this code snippet. We're gonna go to Lovable and we're gonna say this. Next, I want to integrate the Rapid API for Yelp. Yeah, and don't bother using this, guys. I'm going to delete it, of course. Open table. Oh, that's what it was called. Yeah. Let me actually just copy this. Yeah, open table. That's actually the one I was thinking about, but that's fine. We can definitely just use Yelp. This will be plenty. So Rapid API allows you to just get data instantly. It's so much faster. It's going to cost you some money. So you could see, like, right now we're on the free one, but if you switch to Pro, it's 20 bucks a month. What do you get for Pro? You get 10,000 requests per month. So think about it. If you're setting up your first app, and for 20 bucks a month, you can have 10,000 requests. So if you're starting an app, you get 1,000 users. and they each use it 10 times, that's going to cost you 20 bucks. That's how cheap these are actually getting now. And this is one example. There's hundreds of these. We can also go to Google, but like I said, the integration is going to take a little longer, but I want to kind of move faster. Okay, so okay. And there it is. Will you find a product be just a website or a mobile app as well? Yeah, so this is all web-based. You're going to be able to load it up on your phone, of course, but it's going to be web-based. But we do have trainings for mobile. We've used a bunch of tools. There's some new ones that are actually pretty legit that I've been playing around with. So Rourke is obviously the one that I've liked the most. I've already built a couple apps that are live. But I also tried Rocket New, and it kind of blew my mind. If you guys want to check that video out, it's on my YouTube. I couldn't believe how incredible the coding was. I need to just set up all the backend for all those projects though. Okay. So right now we're setting up our actual API integration so we get real restaurants. I mean, it's crazy. If this doesn't kind of blow your mind, if you guys have never watched this, even for me, and I've built hundreds of projects now. I've done over 140 YouTube videos. This still blows my mind. Watching this. The fact that we could actually do this now using natural language. There's a learning curve, but it's getting easier and easier. So you could now have ideas. This was an idea that was thrown into the group. I just checking my messages. What are some use cases for Yelp API? I mean, you need access to restaurant data. So what are the use cases? I mean, you could make a mobile application for anything related to restaurants, food, reviews, ratings. I mean, you name it. You know, that's the thing is like once you have data, you could build any product. And that's what these APIs do. Oh, so please explain Rapid API. Yeah, so Rapid API is a Nokia company. And essentially what it does is it gives you access to APIs. So what APIs do is they are kind of like the connecting technology between data sources and your website, for example. So if I need to pull in every gym in America into my own application. So if I'm building a fitness app of finding local gyms, I'm not going to have that data, right? I mean, I could, I guess, steal that data and then put it into my app. But all I have to do is come to Rapid API and be like, gyms. And then you have, for example, let me see, gym locations. That's a super random thing, but I'm actually just curious if there is one. Yeah, so maybe that's a little too niche, but let's do another example. Like, let's do legal, lawyers. Why isn't, oh my God, I'm in the wrong section. My bad, guys. Okay, perfect. So check this out, law directory. So this directory has, has all the data you need inside of this actual data set. And now you could use this data inside your application. So if I was building a law search app to find lawyers, I would just come and connect this API to my application or my website. And now every time somebody types in lawyer near me, it's going to go to this API, it's going to pull that data, and then it's going to give you the results in real time. That is what APIs can do. They essentially connect the two worlds together that have data that's available to the public. And Rapid API is a place that just has all these APIs in there. So you could see cybersecurity, crypto, movies, jobs, energy, monitoring, communication. I mean, there's a million categories. Artificial intelligence, travel, finance, data, science, business. I mean, you name it, it's in here. So like a great one, for example, is travel. So if I go to travel, I could go in and, for example, get all the data from Airbnb. Check this out. So this allows you to go through and be like, get property types, get amenities, search by destination, properties, places. So now you could build a find the cheapest Airbnb place near me, build an app, use the data from that API, and now your application will have all of the Airbnb's listings inside of your app. Super powerful. Since it was my idea, and if this makes you money, can I get a free annual membership? I love that idea. That is funny. I mean, I'm not going to launch this, but it's definitely used more as a tutorial. But you have a free trial right now, so definitely go jump in and use it. How do you find a list of available APIs? I just showed you right here. It's called Rapid API. There's like a million APIs in here for everything you need. You need movies APIs. There you go. You need jobs APIs. It's all in here. This probably has every Netflix. It has IMDb. Yeah, this is the most powerful thing. Like once you understand that all the world's data is inside of APIs and you just have to build a website or an app to pull in that data, aggregate that data, and then use it to have a unique app or product, that's all you need to do. You don't need to come up with million-dollar ideas. Everything is just curation, curating different data, providing different data. All the health apps, what do you think they're doing? They're just pulling in data and then customizing it to your needs or whatever you're doing. Rapid API. Rapid, R-A-P-I-D, API.com. But this is just one. There is so many places. And also, companies actually offer APIs. So this is a platform, like a marketplace, but then you could just go directly. So for example, if I wanted to get the Yelp, I bet Yelp has an API. There you go. Yep, smart local data. This is Yelp's official API. So I go in here, I sign up, I give them money, and we use it. When did your 21-day bootcamp start? So the 21-day bootcamp is always live. We started August 17th. Oh, actually, wait, that's crazy. We actually launched officially a month ago. I totally just realized that. So 1 month anniversary. And in 1 month, guys, we are up to 346 members inside our community building. So the 21-day AI bootcamp lives inside of AI Builders. It's not only 21 days. The goal is to get you through the first 21 days from start to finish. Idea, vibe coding, launching. That's the goal of the bootcamp. But then you're in the community, and the community you go on as long as you want to stay in there. That's the idea of it. So just to clarify that, is this isn't some 21-day challenge that you pop in and then you're done after. This is a community, but the goal is to get you building in 21 days. So you actually have a product to promote. Yeah, so back to the APIs. For example, Yelp has one. Many, many companies have them. If you're into cryptocurrency, all of the different platforms have them. But Rapid puts it all into one place for you. Greetings from Poland. What's going on, Poland? Dzień dobry. Yeah, absolutely. You start as soon as you sign up. Yep. What's up, kitty? I am. I'm just on the live.
Are you live?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay, cool. All right, let's see how our build's going. Oh, it finished. Okay, perfect. Oh, somebody else just joined. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so now Perfect. I've successfully integrated the Yelp API using Rapid API Key. Your Food Roulette now app fetches real restaurants data instead of mock data. All right, who's ready to spin the wheel and see if we actually have live data? If this worked, it's crazy. All right, we're ready to spin the wheel? All right, here we go. So we're definitely going, what am I in the mood for? I'm actually in the mood for some coffee. Within 3 miles. Spin the wheel. Let's see if this is live. Okay. No restaurants selected. Spin the wheel to get started. Oh, we got an error, but I can't see it. That's weird. Okay, let me take a look. So it says it created an edge function, which it needs to actually get the information. So I just want to take a look at it really quick. Yeah, so here it is. So if you guys aren't familiar, edge function is, again, is a way to deliver the data to you once it's pulled in into your application. Okay, so it did work, but we did have a bug. That's totally fine. Unable to fetch restaurant data. Please try again. So error loading restaurants. Okay, so let's see. Let me pull up the logs. Okay, so let's see what the error was. If you go to logs inside your edge functions, you could actually see let me just see really quick. You buggers. All right, whatever. Somebody just used our API key, guys. That's how scandalous some people are. Hope you enjoyed that 100 free credits that you could have just gotten for free by yourself. But let me just set up another API key. People are hilarious. Okay. So that's what happened. So this is inside logs. But let me get a fresh API key so we could actually put it in. But that's the nature of the beast. You can literally get a free one yourself. You don't have to steal mine. It's hilarious. Okay, let's create a new one. I'm just gonna do it off screen really quick because people are funny. I know, it's hilarious. People are so funny. Doing a drive-by liking and gifts. Looking good. What's up, Kyle? Dude, I'm gonna see you soon, bro. You're gonna be coming to London, right? Me and my wife are flying in on the 29th in the morning. Okay. Yeah, so the good thing is it works. Okay. Let me get the new one. Okay. So this is actually a good lesson for you guys, though, as far as API keys. Obviously, I know what I'm doing when it comes to Rapid API. I only did a free plan. There's no way that they could charge me. But you need to be careful, because if you have a live plan and you put your API keys out there, and let's say I didn't select the free plan, let's say I selected the $20 plan, and somebody used it, then they could actually steal money from you and data from you. But since we're using the free one, there's nothing to worry about. Just to clarify that. Yeah, you definitely want to keep your stuff safe, but I'm trying to help here. And, you know, people are idiots. But as long as you know what you're doing, then you have nothing to worry about. That's why I'm not worried about it. And I laugh it off because people are silly. Okay, let me get a new one here. All right, there it is. Then I need to now redo this. Sorry for the delay. Okay, I need to update now. Okay. All right, so new one is in. So now when you update something, you have to make sure that Lovable knows that. So we need to tell it. I just updated the new API key, period. Can you try again? Okay. Easy breezy. So logs are very important. If you guys are struggling and trying to figure out what the problems are, the good thing with data and code is an error equals code. You just have to find where it is. And that's why logs are so important. So that's why you go in here and you start looking and being like, hey, what actually happened? So we know what happened, but that's how you find your issues. Lovable can only do so much. Okay. Okay, I've updated the edge function. Everything should work now. So let's go back to our app. And let's see if we actually get this to work. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Like I said, it's my first one in a long time. I'm definitely having fun. Hope you guys aren't bored. And maybe learning a thing or two. Hi, can you show us how to make a directory? Yeah, super easy. Which AI agent tool do you use? The free ones. I mean, we're using Lovable here. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Let's go. Italian, meat eaters, 1 mile. Let's go 3 miles. Actually, let's go 5 miles. And spin the wheel. And if all things are working... nope, not yet. Okay. Let me take a look. Let's see what the errors are. Okay, so it's 14:05, so we need to dig and see what happened. So it's right here. Oh, I think I know what it is. Okay, hold on, let me hit refresh. All right, let's try that. What I think might be happening is it might just be pulling in too many requests. That's probably what it is. Let's see. Let's open up Rapid again. Oh yeah, I need to get rid of it, so it works. So I'm just looking at the the actual specifics of the API, but I unfortunately can't show you because it shows the API key. Okay. So let's hit refresh. Let me configure this really quick and we should be good to go. Just got a couple little steps. And thank you guys for joining. I do appreciate that. I've had a lot of people join today, which is fun. Can't wait to have you actually start building and creating. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, there it is. 8FE. Ah, I found it. Okay. Okay, so it looks like I think I know what it is. Since I'm on the free plan and somebody just busted up my account, let me see if I need to I have another account. Let me just do that really quick. So Hub Yelp. Yeah, sorry, this is so boring, guys, but I need to actually keep this off screen, unfortunately. So here's the new key. Okay, there's the new key. Submit that. We're almost done. There it is. Okay. So I need to just hide that for a second and we should be good to go here. But after this, we're gonna have the full working project. At least I imagine. But you can see how fast you can do stuff. I mean, that's the crazy part with all of this is the fact that you're able to do this in such a short amount of time. I mean, we're talking, how long has this stream been? An hour and a half? And we already have a almost completed platform with front end, back end. And now we're doing APIs, getting live data. Like, it's just insane. I really do feel like we're living in a freaking simulation sometimes. Okay, we got that. Let me just get the code one final time. Copy that. Paste it in here. There it is. Okay. All right, so let me get this back on the screen. So you guys can't see it. All right, now we got it. So let's see if it finishes it. And then we're probably going to be wrapping up here, but hope you guys enjoyed that. I definitely want to get this live data working so you can see. How it all works. Do you do courses, Master CFC? Yes, so we have a community called AI Builders. You guys could join for free today. First time we've ever done that. We actually are celebrating our 30-day anniversary today, which is kind of funny. So we launched exactly a month ago, and we're at 347 members. And for right now, for the next 24 hours, you guys could join for free for a 7-day trial. You can go in, check out all the trainings. Everything is in here for you. Start building, vibing out. Okay, let's see. I think it's almost done. Let me hit refresh. Just want to check really quick, making sure that okay, hold on. What's up, Petra? We got one more. If we can hit 350, that'd be pretty awesome. Okay, so we are in the game. Let's see now if we actually have everything working. So let me go and open up our Supabase. Let's go to our edge functions. And I definitely need to update this. I just want to be triple sure that we have the correct API key, because now I've done 3 of them. So normally you just have to do 1. It's just because it stopped working. Okay, so let's hit refresh and let's see if it fixed it. All right, let's go Mexican food, meat eaters, 3 miles, spin the wheel. Ah, we still don't have it. Let me see. Let me go to, let me see why I keep getting the same error. Let's see, too many requests. That's interesting. Let's see what the first error though is. Making requests. That's strange because I switched it over to the new one, but it's still giving me the same error as if it was the old one. Okay, let's try one more thing. Can you create a rapid API test window to check the connection of the API? So this is what I like to do when something's not working. I like to just see if you can actually create a quick little test for us. I'm sure it's because I had to go in. I bet you it didn't change it. I bet it didn't update it in the Edge function. Yeah, so it still looks like it's rate limit issue. Okay. Welcome, welcome. So I think we're 349. That's it. Who's gonna be 350? Who's gonna be lucky 350? So if you guys do want to come vibe with us, come build with us. Like I mentioned in the stream, we have a community from start to finish. The whole idea is to get you learning about how to vibe code, build, and you get to do that through ideation, coming up with your ideas, validating your ideas, and then actually building them. That's the most important part, is going through and building your project properly, correctly, with security, front end, back end authentication, Stripe integrations, all that good stuff. And then actually launching your product with all the different strategies. We have call recordings, we have weekly calls. So right now we've had 4 weeks. As I mentioned, we launched a month ago exactly today. We also have expert podcasts. We're going to be launching our training for the travel business that I have called Zello. We also do onboarding with new members. So that is the game. Let me just see if we can get this finalized and see why it doesn't work. It is just a stupid rate limit though with Rapid API, because I'm on the free plan, so that's what it is. Okay, let's see. So now up here, you guys can see there's an API test button right here. So we just added a little test. Okay, so we got business search, test connection. So edge function returns, see, that's what it is. Okay, perfect. It has the wrong information in the edge function. That is what I thought. So let me fix that really quick. I need to take it off screen again so you guys don't snag it again. Can you update the API key inside of the edge function? Yeah, so this is a great way to actually make sure that your APIs are working. Normally, if I'm building out a full big blown project, I do this first. I just go in and make sure that it's all connected properly. But this is just a fantastic way. And you saw what I said is like, hey, just go in and create a test API page so I can make sure that it works before we put it into our application. Okay, let me submit that. So this one we've updated. Let's take a look at the function. Welcome, welcome. That's 3. Who's number 350? Come on, let me get that name. Let's see. Let me see. Woo! Good luck trying to say that. I'm going to try, though. I'm going to try. That is amazing. Wow, look at that. So it's Shrikant Balakrisan. Shrikant Balakrisan. I'm sure that's not how you say it, but that was my attempt. Okay, here we go. The edge function is already properly configured. Okay, so let's try it again. Okay, still the same error. Let's take a look at logs. Making request message not supposed to... Oh my goodness, I'm so freaking silly. I literally didn't subscribe to the new one because I put it in. That is hilarious. Okay, 1 second. But see, this is why logs is so important. You could have spent the next month trying to figure out this error. And look, all it says is you are not subscribed to this API. Because remember, we switched, so then I have to resubscribe. That's too funny. Okay, now we're subscribed. This is why logs are so freaking crucial. All right, here we go. Let's go back. Hit test connection. Bam! There you go. See? API test. I'm so happy that I was able to finish that because I was getting a little frustrated. But now we are working. So now our API works. So now we're going to go in. Let me make sure that's getting rid of. And now let's actually test this. Welcome, welcome. What's the tech stack? We are using Lovable, Supabase, and Rapid API. Are you streaming on TikTok Studio for Windows? No, I'm actually streaming on TikTok on the Mac. Is there a link in this live for the school community? Yeah, it's just called AI Builders. So, or just, the link is in my profile if you guys really want it. How do you cover the cost of an API if you want the service to remain free for users? With money. So your app needs to make money somehow, or you're just gonna have a bottomless pit. So you need to figure out a way to do it. But yeah, you just basically pay for it. All right, so here we go. Time to test and see if our project is actually working. So Italian, all diets, within 3 miles, spin the wheel. No restaurant, but we know it's working. We know the API is working. So I think we just have to give it a little more instructions. So let's see what this error says. Can we get a recap of this video? Yeah, it's gonna be, actually, maybe I should put it on, YouTube. Okay, so let's see what it says. Let me hit refresh. Okay, so here it is. Here's the new message. Oh, so it's the same thing as the rate limit. Okay, I need to, for some reason, it's totally destroying the rate limits. So you can see right here, it just used up a lot of rate limit. So I need to, I tried already limiting it to 10, but for some reason with that, it's not working. So, but anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. I could spend days doing this, but you guys could see the last thing is just figuring out this rate limit. I just have to pay for it. And then we already saw that it's connected. That's the most important part. So it works. And I'll have a play. I'll probably spend a little more time on this. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. So it's been fun to do. I'm going to definitely come on and do more lives. And if you guys are interested, hopefully you guys could see the power of no code, the power of AI, and that really anyone with the ability of natural language can build now. This was an idea that was thrown into the chat. If you guys haven't been watching since the beginning, somebody threw in this idea. We then went in, we vibe coded the whole idea from start to finish, the front end. We set up our login authentications, our back end. We now have a food roulette. And the last bit was connecting live data using Rapid API. And we got that all working, but we just can't get it to pull in data yet because it exceeds the rate limits for the free account, which I'm not going to spend money to demonstrate that for you, unfortunately, but we do in our community. So I've spent plenty of cash. So if you guys do want to join, it's called AI Builders. And right now it's free for 24 hours. So if you guys are serious about building, come hang out with us. We have full curriculum from start to finish. Intro, ideation, validating your ideas, how to find ideas. We got tons of people in here actually building. Then you vibe code your projects using NoCode vibe code tools. What's this vibe code glasses? Oh, somebody, that's so funny. Look, somebody in our community just posted this. That's hilarious. And people are actually in here launching. Look, my site is alive. I just launched, close to launch, and would appreciate feedback. So that's the whole idea of the community, is we're all working together on helping each other get launched and get our products out to the marketplace. And then we also have the full curriculum with weekly calls. So last time talking about that, but hope you guys enjoyed that. All the links are in my profile. So I'll see you in the next one, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the community. So check it out, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.